Good morning, everybody. So with today's video, top 5 high heat cheapie bangers for 2025. Now I will state this, these are not the best of the best. It's just a top 5 because that is what grabs clicks, so maybe a little bit of clickbait. And I will also say this, you do not need all of these fragrances. Maybe just get 1 or 2 and that is all you need. Alright, so first one, and not in any numerical order, is going to be Kenneth Cole Vintage Black. This one here is a great scent from Kenneth Cole that maybe is a little bit more popular from the other offerings from this brand, but what I really like about this one here is that it has a lot of lime. The lime and the tequila combination are really nice. It's bright, it's effervescent, it is energizing, but you're also going to get grapefruit, lavender, oak, sandalwood with a little bit of black pepper to spice things up. But just bright, aromatic, it's got this freshness to it that kind of like leaves this pep to your step, but very citrusy with a little bit of that sparkling boozy accord. And tequila itself doesn't have an aroma, but I find with these citruses, like the combination with the three, lime, grapefruit, and that tequila, give off this sparkling, effervescent vibe. The lime in this, I would say, is more prominent than the grapefruit. But then you throw in that fresh lavender, which adds, it kind of freshens it up a little bit, but the pepper spices things up, and the backbone is going to be that wood, so the oak or even the sandalwood. Longevity is not the best. You're not going to get more than 5 hours. Generally, I would say 3 to 5, and that's pretty much it. Next one came out in 2005, so it's 20 years old, and that's going to be Hugo Boss Hugo Energized. Now, this is actually a nice fragrance. Like, it has a bit of a mint vibe. It's a little subtle, but it is there with a lot of citrus. It's also got some pink pepper to warm it up, but as well energize it. You are going to get some kumquat, a little bit of nutmeg, some vanilla, suede, teakwood, some jasmine, some freesia, and so on. I don't get the florals, but what I get is definitely woods. I get definitely the spices. The mint for sure, along with this citrus. Now, these two fragrances are different. No mint, while this is green and herbal. They are both energizing. This is just a little bit energizing in a different way because of that green herbal mint. And it is going to radiate when it's really hot off your skin. If I had to choose between the two when it comes to pep to your step fragrances, it's going to be this one here. Next fragrance is from an American brand that I believe was launched in 1956. If I'm wrong, the caption will be right here, but this fragrance came out in 2016, so I'm getting ahead of myself right now. But this one is also going to be a little bit different from the other ones, all 5 in this list, because it's more of an aquatic, and that's going to be Original Penguin Premium Blend. So this does have sea notes, it's got sea salt, it's also got driftwood, along with spicy mint, lime peel, bergamot. It's got some violet leaves, musk, vetiver, and a little bit of rosemary. But for the most part, you are definitely going to get the sea notes, the aquatics, the sea salt, the citrus, that musk, and of course this driftwood. So I kind of feel like it's like when James Bond, I think that the classical scene from all the Daniel Craig James Bond movies, when he's coming out of the ocean in his European swimsuit and he's just coming out of the ocean, so that is what this is, but like you let the sun dry you off. You get this salty muskiness. That is what this is. It's fresh, it's aromatic. I would say it's definitely different from the other ones in this list, and this will also just leave this pep to your step. Next brand, my wife really likes the shoes from this brand. You know, their fragrances are super cheap. But for some reason, from my experience and from what I've heard, and I might be wrong, okay? So ladies, if you're watching, please, forgive me if I'm wrong. But I've heard from different ladies that they really like the shoes from Jimmy Choo. But that's going to be Jimmy Choo Man Ice. This one as well is different from the other ones in this list because it has citron. So the citron adds something different, but what makes this really interesting and different from the others is that it's actually quite musky. Oh yeah, so it's very heavy citrus and musk forward, and it has this ice quality, like this bracing cold quality that's very crisp, but that just energizes you. There's also a lot of bergamot along with mandarin orange. There is ambroxan, there is cedar, vetiver. Apparently there's going to be some apple, but for the most part, a lot of musk, a lot of citron, more than like the bergamot and the mandarin orange. And I also got to state a lot of ambroxan. This one is just uber fresh. Now, out of all of these, out of all 5, and we haven't even gotten to the 5th one yet, this I would say is the most freshest from the entire bunch. And last but not least, this brand, they got some great fragrances. They really do. Like, my dad wore Chrome back in the day, so you know it's from Azzaro, but Azzaro has so many bangers that are perfect for the spring and high heat summertime. But let's go with Chrome Aqua. This one is a little bit different. In some ways, I will say there are some similarities to the Hugo Boss one because it has a lot of mint, a lot of green, herbal, energizing mint. Yet this one is a little bit different because it also has basil. It's a little extra green, but then you throw in the green apple, that Granny Smith apple. The citruses, you are gonna get some cypress, some vetiver, and you're also gonna get violet leaves. So it makes this very aromatic. Now I would say, out of the 5, these 2 are just the most aromatic fragrances. I think it's gonna be because of the violet leaves, and maybe as well from the mint and the basil combination, but it just is super energizing. If you want the one feel-good fragrance from this entire video, I would go with this one here, just because of that mint and that basil. It's just so green and energizing. It just leaves you feeling great. And guys, that is top 5 high heat cheapie bangers. If you want actual reviews on these fragrances, they will all be down in the description box below. And because that this is a high heat cheapie banger, if you want to see previous years of this list, they might kind of intertwine with some of these fragrances here. Check out right here. And if you like this very video, please drop me one of these. I thank you for my time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.